Hello everybody, this is a Lamley showcase. I have the first 3 basic Ferraris in hand, ready to show you. I am very, very excited to do this. I know it has been all Ferrari all the time with Hot Wheels lately, for my account, everything. But why not? It's been so exciting, so many good things coming out. We're going to see them in premium. You've seen previews of these. I've shared some pictures on Instagram. I know there's been plenty of leaks. I know some people have shown, I think some of these, if not all of these, but this is proper. From Mattel, carded, beautiful. I think this one is just coming with the recent case that I know some unboxings coming from Malaysia have done. Ministry had it. These two are coming later. I think we'll try and find out when. And if you already know, great. But let's have a showcase on these. Where are we? Well, the Ferraris are starting to roll out. We already had this thing that was, I don't know if it's shipped yet, but obviously this is the preview that I got from Mattel of the 499P Modificata and the 312P, really celebrating the arrival of Ferrari with these beautiful RLC kind of then and now kind of items. We already did a showcase on this. It's an absolutely fantastic set. I know it was a bit pricey, but a very worthy debut for Ferrari returning to Hot Wheels. So that was very exciting to come out. We've got some premium sets. They've showcased some Team Transport that's coming. It's coming to Car Culture. It's coming to Boulevard. But we will first see it in basic with these 3 models. Now, convention is coming up next week. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more previews, so that'll be exciting. Obviously, I'll be filming whatever I can. In order to celebrate this, I brought out my Ferrari Racers collection. I brought out my Ferrari Basics collection. The Racers, we've actually done all of this showcasing lately, but where did we leave off? The Racers, that's done. We left off with the La Ferrari. We're going to see a premium La Ferrari come. It's going to be a far better version of that casting. This is the basic one. I think that one has gone to bed. Never see it again as far as I know. Kind of hope we don't see it again. But those are the only 2 that released. That was the last Ferraris. I think there was the 599XX in the basic, but that's for another time. Now we have these 3 beauties ready to continue, and the sun just came out. So we can do partly in the shadows, partly in the sun. Doesn't matter. Let's start with this one. The Ferrari SF90 Stradale. I hope I'm saying these right. You know, it's so funny how you, how you tend to read and read and read and never talk, and then you come to a video and you have to figure it out. This will be the first one. This is coming in the J case. That is the unboxings that we have seen lately coming from our friends at Ministry and others. And what we're going to do, well, we might as well just go ahead and open it. So we've got 2 classics. One super classic, one mid classic. I don't know if mid classic's a real term, but from the F40, of course. And now we have the very current SF90. I don't know what else to show you because these are just basic models. There is the art. There is the Ferrari logo, which is nice to see. New for 2025. This one comes in the factory fresh set. Let's go ahead and open it up. I want to try and keep them somewhat clean here because I might have to put them back in the case for, a little photo here and there, but let's just see how we do here. Oh, this is so exciting. And here it is, very much in the shadow. So let's, maybe we can, well, here's what we'll do. I've got it in hand. I'll just show you some details and then we'll put it on the turntable because we've got this kind of glary lighting here, but that's all right. Look, there's the sun, here's the shadow. It's got a plastic roof, part of the window piece, but they've textured it so the roof really does have a nice feel. It's not totally see-through. Obviously, that continues into the back. You can see the engine in the back. Very hard to see those details here. I know I'm not doing it. We'll figure it out. It's going to be on the turntable. There's the chassis right there. Now we'll put it on the turntable. Same size wheels. It looks to me, or it seems to me so far with what we've seen coming from Ferrari. Premium's one thing. The Ferraris of old tended to have large wheels in the back, small wheels in the front. And obviously, I think in real life, the Ferrari rear and front wheels are somewhat mismatched. They might not be totally to the naked eye, but obviously the rear wheels are a little bit bigger than the front wheels. And Hot Wheels kind of replicated that in the Hot Wheels way. So big wheels in the back, small in the back. It created a bit of a rake, exaggerated the models a little bit. But it does seem like Hot Wheels is saying, listen, we're doing Ferraris. Let's always shoot for realism. They got to be fast on the track, but this one has a nose on it that might not be conducive to it, but that doesn't matter. always make them look right. So we have the same size wheels, and I think the way they've done the paneling on this, they make it really kind of give it that Ferrari line. So if you look at the SF90 and say maybe compare it to, you know, the 458 from way back when, you still get the same kind of shape, and they might be continuations of each other. You can see those in the background. They still, you know, obviously it's a more recent version, but you get the same vibe, but you get the same size wheels too, which is such a nice situation here to have. All right, let's go to the Ferrari 365 GTB4 Classic. Now, I brought out another Ferrari 365. See if you look at the chassis here. This is the metal chassis from Ferrari Racers 365 GTB4, but this is the Competizione. So this one will have no bumpers. This one has bumpers. This one doesn't have bumpers. And so it's got a little bit of that racing vibe. So this will be great to have with racing liveries, classic racing liveries. And this one sure gets it. It will be coming in the L case. Obviously, what should we just look at the, well, we'll figure out the F40 when it comes out. So this one will be a couple cases. So we'll have the J case, then we have the K case, no I case, because it looks like the number 1, so you don't see that. So this will be the, so it looks like we have a Ferrari in J, skip one, then Ferrari in L. We'll see if maybe this one is in the N case, but we'll figure that out. All right, there's information there. You can read that if you want to. Let's go ahead and open this one up in my attempts to open from the bottom. And it's pretty successful, actually. And here it is, number 64, because I think it is a 64 Ferrari. And it's a 365. Was it 1964 that this Ferrari was produced or raced or whatever? Gold's 5-spoke rims, kind of perfect. Really nice detailing here in that you've got the window piece continues to the front. So that will be something that they weren't doing with the Ferraris back then. So that becomes kind of a new kind of modern element to it that is very, very nice. And then before I put it on the turntable, well, there's the chassis, and you can see that they've taken the interior and actually created a way to do exhausts and a dual tone exhaust coming out of the chassis of the car. So that's fantastic. So when you're talking basics, right, the more that they can incorporate into the actual build of the model, you know, now you have headlights. Taillights they obviously couldn't do, so you're going to have to tampo those if you want to in a premium. But now you get a full headlight treatment. You get a nice chassis and this exhaust treatment, which is cool. Plus you get racing livery on the sides and on the top, which looks so good. So this model, again, the genius of these basics, considering the budgeting, considering everything else that they have to do in these $1 models. And I don't know, I'll just continue to say $1. They ain't $1 anymore for a billion reasons. But, and they're probably going to go up a lot more. I have no idea. Probably. But they're looking fantastic. Now, let's get to this one. The Ferrari 4F. Boy, there's a lot of competiziones. There's a lot of numbers, and I'm going to keep saying them wrong, but this is the Ferrari F40 Competizione. These are welcome. This is the most welcome, because one reason we needed Ferrari back to Hot Wheels was to fix the monstrosity, correct that error that is the old Ferrari F40 casting. Some of you have shown some true love for this casting, and I appreciate that. More power to you, but this thing is awful. I know it had an opening part, but that didn't help anything. And this is the Boulevard. I got a couple others from Ferrari Racers right here. It's awful. And considering, you know, even you go back to the Matchbox F40 from that era, it was beautiful. This thing was just a disaster. I mean, I'll give you a quick comparison just in package if you want to see it. I mean, very happy to put you to bed. You can go back into the Boulevard collection, but we don't have to talk about that F40 anymore, because we will talk about this one, the Ferrari F40 Competizione. Competizione. I want to say these things right. What case? K case. Okay, so right in a row, J, K, L. So this will be the third one out. All right, not bad. Very cool. Anything we want to read there? Intended to race Le Mans. Ferrari F40 was a much more powerful version of the F40 LM. Reinforced chassis. I know you guys can read it. I'll let you freeze the screen and read it. But that's so cool. I am so happy to have this casting. I believe this is a Ron design. I'd have to go through and remember who designed which, and we will be seeing some of the designers next week in St. Louis at Hot Wheels National. So I'm sure when I do the sneak peek videos, we will be talking Ferrari. You know, you guys noticed when we did the sneak peek videos that I shot with the Mattel team a month or so ago, about a month and a half ago, I know there was a lot of anticipation that Ferrari was going to be discussed. Ferrari was definitely discussed, but it wasn't discussed while we were filming, and that was on purpose because like we have a reason to roll out. They rolled out the RLC set. Now they've just rolled out everything else, and so there will be a lot of Ferrari talk come St. Louis, and I'm sure we'll see other things that they are working on. Here is the F40, and you know, obviously you can tell it's the Competizione with the LM I think had that split spoiler as well. But here you start getting some amazing details that the other one didn't have. Who cares it doesn't have an opening part? I don't need it at all, especially in a basic model. And you want this one looking as sleek as possible, and it really, really does. You have nice detailing in the back. The taillights get their own piece, obviously a part of the interior. The windows continue to the front to create these awesome headlights. And even if you look at the detailing in the headlights, and you'll see it closer up on the turntable, you see that if it was Ron, and I think it was, there's a lot of effort being made into make those headlights looking fantastic as well. Let's put it on the turntable. Keep the wheels the same size, even if in real life they're not, and just play with the body a little bit, shrink it down in the proper way to really give it that sleek line. This F40 is the winner so far of these three basic castings. Now, they're all fantastic. They're all beautifully made. But I think the F40 is just the most exciting of the three. There you go. We are starting our first Ferrari car show with basics, and these are fabulous. I am so excited. They'll be jumping into the collection. I don't know if I'll collect every Ferrari. I don't collect everything of everything, but I'm so excited about these Ferraris. They're definitely going in. And just think about it. We're going to be doing a Lamley Awards here in about, what, 8 months? 6 months. Say 8 months. And these are going to be included in the new models, and we're going to have to try and figure out which one we like best. Is it going to be a Ferrari? Is it going to be something else? All of a sudden, that got very interesting, right? You guys tell me what you think. This is going to be super, super fun. Lots more to discuss with the big red brand with the horse soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.